Hello everybody, Mr. Mobs here and welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to do a quick review on a new Meta product, the Open Facial Interface. I believe it was announced on the Meta Connect and I recently saw it pop up on Amazon. Any of you guys that have been following the channel and watched some of my videos would have seen I did a previous video on the facial interfaces by AMVR. I am one of the MetaQuest dock users, so I use the official dock. I know a lot of you don't like the official Meta products, so you probably say, "Why am I even bothering?" But I do, and I use the official dock. The only problem being with that is that third-party facial interfaces seem to obstruct the ability to dock the headset correctly on the dock, so the pins don't make contact. All down to this little nose piece here. If it's any thicker than this, only has to be like a millimeter or so thicker, and it doesn't make connection. And unfortunately, the AMVR ones, the ones I like with the really nice kind of cushioned facial interface, those ones are not compatible. Even though recently I've noticed on the Amazon listings they are now saying they are compatible with Meta accessories. So I reordered thinking, okay, they've fixed the problem, and still the same issues. So I think that's probably a third one I've had now that I've returned. So unfortunately, AMVR very comfortable, but it's still a no-go for me. So anyway, basically my primary cover that I've been using for a long time, again, the official Meta product. It's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. I've been using this one, which is the kind of rubbery one. So the initial stock one that you get with the Quest, the material one, I found that when you're playing for a long period of time, you get a bit sweaty. I didn't like the way the material kind of it's like a sponge almost, and it absorbs the sweat, and I didn't like that. I didn't think it's very hygienic, and it's not particularly comfortable. So I ended up ordering this one, which kind of solves that problem, but then it caused another. So when now with this one, you play after a while, and then you go to remove the headset, it kind of sticks to your face almost. It peels your face away. It's like a rubbery material. So still not very comfortable, but at least it works on the charging dock. So I've been making do with this for ages now. Anyway, so I've seen this. I saw it on Meta Connect, the new one, the open facial interface. Seeing it on Meta Connect, thought, well, my first impressions were obviously the amount of light leak that you're going to get in because it's the open design. I'll show it to you. It's not going to be fit for purpose, particularly. You can see it's got complete open sides, bottom and top, so it's complete open interface. So yeah, I didn't really have high hopes for it, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to order it anyway, just to see, just to give it a try, really, to see what it's like. So it arrived the other day. I've unpacked it. It's a material kind of facial interface. I don't know how well you can see that. I don't think it's zoomed in very well there, but it's a kind of material feeling to it. Which again is a shame because that brings you back to the original stock, although it's not the same as the original material. It's slightly different, but there you go. So anyway, yeah, I didn't have really high hopes for this one. I thought perhaps it might be good for mixed reality, but anyway, I fitted it. And the main game that I play regularly on my Quest is Population One. I'm not very good at the game, but I do enjoy it. I've been playing it since it came out, pretty much. So I thought I'd give that a go. So stuck this on the Quest, stuck it on my head, and straight away you do really notice, as you probably would expect, you can see your surroundings around the outside. Um, so yeah, that was really noticeable, and I thought, oh, this isn't going to work. I'm really not sure. I do have, when I boot up my Quest, I've got the mixed reality like background. I don't have any of the other backgrounds. I just have it like mixed reality. So I have the windows, but you can see everything else. This does look really cool with mixed reality. So the way it kind of blends actual reality, it in effect kind of gives you, it makes it feel like you've got a massive wide widescreen, because you've got the actual reality at the sides and then the mixed reality in the middle. So that works really well, as you'd imagine. So straight away, if you're using this for mixed reality, it works really, really well. It doesn't even feel like you're wearing a Quest. It makes it feel like you're almost wearing like glasses instead. It's very hard to explain, but because of the kind of lightweight kind of frame structure, it really changes like how it feels and stuff. So that's something I didn't expect, and it's really, really cool. But anyway, I put it on, started up population one, and you have like the beginning screen, which is like a black screen and like a circle that goes around in the middle. And again, you can really notice you're outside. So I thought, this is going to be really weird, not going to get on with this. But actually, I've got to be really fair here. So when I started playing the game, I was waiting in the lobby, and again, I noticed it. And but actually, when I was playing the game itself, I didn't notice it at all. And I think um, it's quite strange actually when you think about it. When you think, oh, I'm wearing a different facial interface, then straight away you notice all the stuff around the edge. But when you're focused on whatever you're doing, you don't even notice. And I kind of thought about this for a while. I thought it's a bit like, I guess, on my PC. On my PC that I use, I've got three monitors. I've got my main, middle one, and then two at the sides. And when I'm like gaming or whatever on my main monitor in the middle, I couldn't tell you what's happening on the sides. I genuinely couldn't say, because my focus is on the middle. And I guess this probably works the same with this. So when you're focused on playing the game and you're shooting people or getting shot at, in my case normally, you don't notice. You genuinely don't notice, or I didn't notice. The open sides, and that's really quite interesting. That's something I didn't expect, but that's a massive bonus. The other thing I thought about this, which I like, and it's something that I've complained about before with the Quest 3, is I get really hot when I'm playing with the Quest 3. I didn't with the Quest 2 so much. I did, but not as much. And I think that's probably to do with the amount of heat that the screens are generating, and the fact there's a big battery in there. There's a lot going on. I get really hot with the Quest. Um, and I've not used this for like days and days and days. So this is my early review so far. So it's not like I've used it for a month and I'm giving you like a month's worth of review. But from what I have used, it's really cool, obviously, because of the airflow. There's perfect airflow in here. So I've I did get warm, but it certainly wasn't to the stage that I get when I'm playing with more of a closed one. And I think that's just simply because it traps the heat in. So that's a nice bonus, I guess. There is obviously it'll keep you cool. So if you do suffer with the heat and that's something you want to try, then it's definitely worth looking at. I will probably do a follow-up review on this. I will show it. What I'll do is I'll cut in a minute to another video and I'll show it actually on the Quest. I'll fix it to the Quest and you can see what it looks like on. But there you go. I was actually pleasantly surprised um, by this. Not sure if it's keeper yet, but so far pretty good actually. Another good use for the open facial interface is there are certain games in PC VR that require a lot of kind of keyboard usage, so you can't control everything on the controller or joystick or whatever you're using, so you'll have various kind of keyboard shortcuts, and up until now I've kind of had to look down the nose piece to try and find the right key on the keyboard, because it's not always easy when you're in VR to kind of locate the keys. So I guess, yeah, that's quite useful there, the fact that you should be able to kind of look down and see all the keys there. Or again, if you've got a joystick or a hotus that got a lot of different buttons on and stuff like that, and you're not familiar with the layout, that's another kind of use case for it. There is it'll be a bit easier to locate some of those buttons. Okay, so I've just fitted it onto the Quest so you could see as promised. So that's your side view there, as you can see. It's not fitted on quite properly. I've not clipped it in. My bad. Let me just do that. There we go. That's that side and that side. Right, okay, try again. So there's your top view, your side view, bottom view. Not really much to see, is there? And then obviously through there, which you can't really see. Now, I guess, so this does fit on the dock as you'd expect. So that goes on the dock nice and easy. The one thing that I did think about that I wasn't sure is when using the older one, obviously there's the bit that goes over the top here for the older one. So that, I guess, does protect the lenses a little bit from getting dusty. And also probably shields it from the light, so direct sunlight. Whereas if you're using this, I guess there's less protection for those lenses because they're more exposed. So I guess that's a possible issue, something you'd need to be aware of. Um, you can get those kind of little lens covers that you can put in. I've never bothered using them myself. I guess it's more of a user case if you're using that facial interface. I don't know, but it seems like a bit of a hassle to have to keep on taking them in and out every time. I'm too lazy for that. Um, so yeah, I guess that's another potential downside there to that. But yeah, I mean it's a bit early for me to give a full review, but so far pleasantly surprised. I think I'm going to stick with it and see. It's a shame about the material. I still want like a kind of pleather one, so I'm still not quite there. I wish there was something that worked. I have considered just changing docks, going with like Bobo VR and stuff like that. But then you've got like the extra battery that kind of sticks on the back and stuff. I just think this is a more of a convenient design. But that's my personal opinion. I appreciate everyone's got their own opinions on that. So that's about it, really. I'm waffling now. So anyway, I hope this was of some use to you guys or anyone who's just interested in seeing it. So there you go. That is I guess, my initial review on the Open Facial Interface by Meta. Okay, thank you for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do help out the channel. We've got a goal of 1,000 subscribers and we are on around 600, 610 I think at the moment. So thank you for everyone who has subscribed and supported the channel. If you haven't, then please hit the subscribe button. Stick some comments in the comment section. It's lovely to hear from all of you guys. Have a nice day.